What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully each and every one of you guys is having a great and amazing day. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, or if you just haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and smash that subscribe button. In today's video, I'll be going over a few cars that I'm interested in picking up to replace the RS with. Before we get into that, let's go ahead and take a look at the cinematic shot that I've been working on. I've been working a lot of my editing skills, so hopefully you guys enjoy this.
Devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand, bang got my hand, call.
Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that little cinematic clip. I definitely put a lot of effort into it. I plan on getting a lot better at that. So those cinematic clips are actually a lot of fun. I enjoy doing them. It's a challenge. It's something different. It's something that I'm not used to. So definitely look forward to more of those in the near future. With that being said, it is hot as balls out here, and your boy needs a haircut. I really have been trying to find a barber that's willing to cut my hair. I'm getting rid of the car because honestly it's a problematic car. I've gone through 2 head gaskets now, I've gone through a slave cylinder, I've had electrical problems, I've had a whole bunch of problems with this car. On why I stopped YouTube, why I'm getting rid of the car, why I ported it out, go ahead and click on the link somewhere up here. I don't know what side it's on yet, but we'll figure that out. With that being said, let's get into today's video. What are the options that I could possibly be thinking of with replacing the RS? One might be a little surprise to everybody, but I'm definitely considering getting an Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, or at least I was. I did a lot of research for this vehicle, of course, before making my decision. There's not many people really doing YouTube with it. It's a nice car, it's a luxury sedan, 4 doors, it's a no-brainer. It's a beautiful car. You could get them used with very little miles on them for like 43,000. If I could get it at that price, it's a steal for what it's actually worth, because as you guys know, I don't know if you're familiar with the platform, but they go anywhere from about $85,000 to $100,000 depending on how you option them out. And I was finding them with like 2,000 miles for $45,000 or so, and I put 2 and 2 together. It's like, well, these have to have problems. Doing further investigations, I determined that they have a lot of electrical problems, braking problems, engine problems. And with that being said, obviously I'm not going to keep the car stock, so there goes a warranty. It's on a Ferrari platform, so that's not going to be cheap to work on. So with that being said, let's move that car out of the picture. Honestly, if I did end up getting the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, longest car name ever. But if I ended up getting it, I'd probably only do an exhaust and downpipe with a tune on it and call it a day. Maybe some intakes. It'd probably be good for about 700 wheel horsepower. That is plenty, a lot more than what the RS is making now. Well, the RS stock is probably making 280 wheel, but a lot more than what it was making. And the Quadrifoglio is actually a pretty light car. I believe it weighs about the same weight as the RS. If not, it's actually a little lighter, so that's a big plus. They are quick from factory, and they're definitely quick tuned. But I can't see myself purchasing one, especially with all the issues that they're having. Alright guys, so the second option for the car that I'm considering purchasing to replace the RS is definitely a 13 to 14 GT500. Why not a 2020? Well, 1, I can't afford a 2020. 2, it's not a manual. So I definitely want a manual car, more than likely. The RS was fun, don't get me wrong. but it has its problems, and that's why I'm getting rid of it. With the 13 to 14 GT500, it's going to be reliable. It's going to make a bunch of power, a lot more than the RS ever thought of making, even while the GT500 stock. This could be fully built with a big turbo, and the GT500 would make more than this with just a tune. Think about it, guys. I've probably invested close to $15,000 into this car just to make a little under 500 wheel horsepower. That's insane. Of course, I didn't go with a built engine or anything, but with $15,000 on a GT500, how much power can I make? Probably 1,000 wheel. But with that being said, I definitely don't want an 11 to 12 GT500 for obvious reasons. They make less power. They don't look as aggressive. They definitely don't look as nice. They're a lot more common. The 13 to 14 is much more rare, and honestly, the main reason why I would want to get one is because they make power for pretty cheap. Like I said, $15,000, I could be making close to 1,000 wheel. But the issue comes, can I get one for a decent price? Can I get one that hasn't been beat up? Can I get one that's going to be reliable? Those are all questions that have to be answered before I consider purchasing a 13 to 14 GT500. Obviously, if I got one, I don't really care about the paint. I care about the interior. I don't care about the paint because I just touch it up and then most likely have it wrapped. I can't expect perfect paint on a car that's coming up on 7 years old. Let's move on to the third option. I'm considering purchasing a Charger Hellcat. So why a Charger over a Challenger? Well, the answer is obvious. I have a 4-year-old daughter, and getting her in the back seat of a two-door car would probably be a little difficult, but I'd still manage. Not only that, I think the Charger looks much better, and I don't like the square look of the Challengers. I used to like them before. Believe it or not, the Challenger used to be my dream car, but I've definitely moved on from that. I think they look aggressive, they look nice, they have a luxurious interior. Really, it's just a home run on their end. Another car that I'm considering purchasing, now this one might come to a surprise to you guys. I'm considering purchasing an Evo 9 or an Evo 10. Why not an 8? Well, parts are a little harder to come by, but I definitely consider purchasing one of those for the right price as well. Now with an Evo, you know you can make probably 700 wheel horsepower reliably on a stock block. Now I'm not saying that I would push it that far. I'd probably push it to about 550 to 600 wheel horsepower. Now of course we all know that they have transfer case problems. Some of them have transmission problems. Now that's not all of them. You may just end up getting lucky and getting one that's going to be reliable for everything and not have to build anything. But if I were to purchase one, I'd definitely be tuning it right away. Going full bolt-on tuning it, probably upgrading the turbo eventually. I'm not saying we would do this all right away. I'd probably enjoy the car stock before I upgraded anything and gradually upgrade it. Of course, E85 is readily available all around my city, so you better believe that the car would be on E85 as well. Another car that I'm definitely considering getting is a Scat Pack Charger. It's obvious that it's a good option for me. Again, it's a 4-door car. It's a great fit for my daughter. It's a good daily driver. It's reliable. Mod-wise, I'd probably do an exhaust, maybe an intake, a tune, some headers. Probably make around 480 to 500 wheel reliably, and that would be good for me. Now the last option, and this may surprise a few of you guys, but I'm definitely considering getting a 2018 to 2020 Mustang GT with a 10-speed automatic. Now, I know I always say that automatics aren't as fun as a manual. That is true, but I had the pleasure of test driving a 10-speed Mustang. Now, sure, it's not as fun as the 6-speed, but it'll definitely put you back in your seat. It's still a lot of fun to drive, believe it or not, and I just can't get over that the 10-speed is half a second faster in the quarter mile than the 6-speed Mustang. So that's definitely a no-brainer. I would most likely get the 10-speed Mustang, even though I am against automatics. If I were to actually go with the route of the Mustang, I would definitely contemplate my decision there. I really have to put some thought into it because I did drive the 6-speed as well, and they're quick, don't get me wrong, but they're just, it just doesn't compare to the 10-speed. I'm going to put that right out there. Sure, you can make the 6-speed quick, but it's never going to be as quick mod for mod as that 10-speed, and that's just a proven fact. Now, that doesn't mean I won't get the manual. I am definitely considering getting the manual as well. I just have to put a lot more thought into it and decide. Obviously, I'm not even set on what car I'm going to be purchasing yet. It may be a completely different car than any of the cars that I've already listed, but whatever car it is, you guys better know that this build is going to be even better than what the RS was. Now that I've gone over my potential options that I'm considering purchasing to replace the RS, why don't you guys let me know what you think would be a good fit for the channel, a good fit for me, and give me a reason why. Also, I'm not going to have much content to make with the RS, but I definitely want to provide as much content as I possibly can. I do have a couple of car reviews coming up, one with a X5M that is tuned and super loud. That should be interesting. But with that being said, let me know what kind of content you guys would like me to do. Would you like me to do some car reviews? Would you like me to still attend car meets? Even though with COVID-19 going around, there's not much going on, but I'm trying to do as much as I can for you guys. I'm trying to get back into the game. All right, so I told you guys what cars I'm considering purchasing to replace the RS, and those are cars that I'm really considering. Like I said, it doesn't mean I'm going to purchase any one of them. I'm definitely open to other cars as well. Let me know in the comment section below what cars you think I should purchase for the channel, what car you think would suit me well. And of course, guys, let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing much with the RS. It is 100% stock. I may do a mountain run or something, but my tires are pretty much shot, so I'm not looking at investing any more money into the RS. I do have to have the AC charged because, as you guys know, when I took the engine out, I had to release the AC. Obviously, we had somebody come out and take all the Freon out, because we're not just going to leave it out into the ozone. But with that being said, I'm really lost on what kind of content I should be producing in the meantime. I have a review coming up with an X5M. The X5 is tuned, it's aggressive, it has basic bolt-ons, I believe. It's definitely a monster of an SUV. I'm definitely looking forward to making that review. So if you guys are wanting more reviews, maybe attending some car meets, seeing what the RS can do while it's stock, let me know in the comment section below, and I will get to as many of those videos as I possibly can do. Don't forget, guys, this content is for you, so let me know what you guys want to see. And of course, as soon as we get the next car, everything on the channel will be back to normal. You'll see your weekly uploads, probably 2 uploads a week. I'm going to try to be more consistent, probably post every Monday and Thursday. So things are going to be getting a lot more interesting on the channel. With that being said, I definitely have nothing else to tell you guys. I am wore out. It is hot as hell out here. Enjoy your time off. With that being said, I have nothing else to talk about. It is hot as hell out here. I need to get home. I have no AC in the car yet. So I definitely have to get that charged over the next few days. Enjoy your time off if you're not an essential worker, and if you are, thank you for putting in that work. With that being said, I think it's time to conclude today's video, so if you've enjoyed it, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, drop a comment in the comment section below, and like I said, let me know what you want to see in future uploads. And of course, guys, if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. Until next time, I'm checking out.
Yeah, boy.